absence, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful. Running right. Here's Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 19 and a first down. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Towards the end zone for Brown. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
First carry now for the LSU alum, Ty Davis-Price. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Man open. That's Deebo Samuel. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Davis-Price will try to pick it up. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
17.
First down, and they go right back to Davis-Price. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Second down, here's Davis-Price. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game? But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
It's a second down run with Sanders, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. See what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Going deep for Hopkins. It got his man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Another run with Sanders. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll run with Sanders. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Sanders. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Going for it with Sanders. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Miles Sanders punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Davis Price up the middle, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Taken from just outside the 30. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Murray. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple, Murray. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run forward with Sanders. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. And his kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Let's go. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lance looking to throw it. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for more. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give running left. It's Sanders. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. They'll go again with Sanders. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. The 71 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Murray now to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Murray again. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
To throw, it's Murray. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Ready?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray now. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He's going deep for Brown. It got his man complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Another run here with Sanders. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool him a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool him on that play.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And his kick here is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
7 yards there and a first down. Now Lance winds up and lets it go for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Davis Price on 1st and 10. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2nd down, and again it's Davis Price. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it with Davis Price. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Ty Davis Price taking it in from a yard out. And the 49ers have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Right back to Sanders on first down. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. Second and 5. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeForest Buckner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
2nd down, and again it's Davis Price. 7 yards there and a first down.
A lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Another touch for Davis Price. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Give to Davis Price up the middle here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
22 middle. 6, leather. Ready?
And now they'll throw with Lance. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 5. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to second and 15. Here's Murray. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now third down and 6 to go. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Gets it out wide to Davis Price. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Now Lance. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive, because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception.
That's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.